Tamata wakatangi hangi kuwe uo tamataya tuli kuka kapiki monga hara luku paka wena wakatana tahu mataku waitana lukawa mikitora.
Andy Snowden, the wonderful world of stage and screen, live on Calon FM.
It's all done in the best possible tape.
Take the kids over Easter, why don't you?
What's the buzz? Tell me what's happening. What's the buzz? Tell me what's happening. What's the buzz? Tell me what's happening. What's the buzz? Tell me what's happening.
So what is there to go and do over this Easter fortnight, I hear you ask? Well, here we go. Theatre Clwyds summer season continues at a pace, with two terrific pieces playing in the Anthony Hopkins Theatre and the adjacent Emlyn Williams Theatre. Both plays are brand new original pieces of work, and both are well worth a look at. Last week, I went to see the brand new musical Junkyard, set in Bristol at the back end of the 1970s. This true-to-life tale of an inspirational teacher who takes a group of youngsters from the inner city school and inspires them and helps them to build a playground out of old junk. Now, as I say, this is a musical, but Mary Poppins, it certainly is not, right? Think twice before taking the under-10s is what I'm saying. Written by playwright Jack Thorne, writer of Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, which is currently running in the West End, and Oscar-winning composer Stephen Warbeck. This story is gritty, rowdy, straight up, no messing, and about as offensive as you can be when tackling a story of this nature. Described as the musical for people who don't like musicals, Junkyard opened to rave reviews at the Bristol Old Vic Theatre before opening last week at Theatre Clwyd. I popped up last Thursday and I caught a word with actress Lisa Palfrey.
Yeah, we've had cracking reviews. We've done 3 weeks in Bristol.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's set in Bristol. But coming here, you know, we see plays from all over the world, so it's just a universal story, and the audiences have been lovely and warm, and they just get it. So yeah, it's really lovely to be here.
As a musical, I don't think I've seen anything like it. I mean, it's an original piece, but in more ways than one, isn't it? I mean, have you ever worked with anything quite as...
Well, do you know what? I've never done a musical in my life before.
Really?
So it's a first for me. So I was very excited about singing, because, I like singing, but I'm certainly not a singer. So, you know, it's how the people think. So you're chatting away, and then a song comes out, you know, it's sort of your inner thoughts, and... It's, I think we had one review that said it sticks 2 fingers up to the West End musical, because it's just so different from, you know, bursting into song and everything. Yeah. It just sort of comes out as naturally as sort of breathing, really.
Is there sort of plans to take it down to London or do anything else with it?
Well, we go to Kingston after this for a couple of weeks. And after that, who knows? You know, there's a lot of buzz around it, a lot of talk. It would be great if it had a further life. I think it deserves a bigger audience to see it, you know. I think it's so unique and funny and heartbreaking. And who represents kids like that, you know, in theatre. And when we were in Bristol, we had the kids from the site, the actual junkyards, to come and see it, the actual kids, the grown-ups who were kids during that time, who'd never set foot in a theatre before, you know. Right. And they absolutely loved it. They forgot they were in a theatre. They were watching YouTube videos and taking selfies, but it doesn't matter. They loved it. They absolutely loved it. So anything that can bring a new audience in, and especially an audience like that, has got to be worth it, you know?
But, I mean, just talking about the kids, we've got adults playing kids. We've seen it over the years. Blue Mammoth Hills, Blood Brothers, of course. Do you think that's the best way of going about that, opposed to getting...
Well, I think just logistically with 13-year-old children, just with chaperones, and I think they're far more expensive to hire than adults, actually, with all the gubbins that come with them. You know, so logistically it would have been a nightmare, obviously. Yeah. And people just accept it, you know. Yeah. If you don't act childishly and act as a child, you know, with their own world and personality, and people just buy into it. So, yeah. Yeah. And they're all very, very young. you know, they're children to me anyway. They all call me Mum, so that's fine.
Well, I mean, I was just reading a bit in the programme as well about the, let's say, the Dockers language. And it's quite, it's a nice juxtaposition that kids do swear like adults do. So when
absolutely.
you know,
I mean, when I was 13 years old, I had a potty mouth. I don't know about you.
This one's shocking.
Well, there you go. You know, and working class kids, any class kids can swear. It feels good in the mouth, doesn't it? You know, you're experimenting with it, and it's how you express yourself. Yeah. You know, there's certain ways of talking now that weren't in 1979. So, you know, sort of sayings, the language has evolved, but. Yeah, people just buy into it if it's for a reason. You know, it's not. That's how those kids would speak. Yeah, you know,
exactly. But it's an absolutely awesome piece. It really is. I've never seen anything like it.
Well, that's great.
It's absolutely fantastic.
Yeah,
I'm so pleased to have seen it.
Thank you. Well, it's a joy to do it, and we're loving it.
Yeah.
We're really loving it.
And good luck with the rest of your time here and on your tour.
Thank you very much.
Lovely to meet you.
So there you go, that is Lisa Palfrey, who plays the mum in this brand new, not to be missed piece. Up at Theatre Clwyd, it is called Junkyard, and that is running until the 15th of April. I will give you all the details you need for the box office and all the rest of it after we've heard from this lady. Now, this week saw the opening at Theatre Clwyd of Colette Kane's beautiful new play, Scarlett. Set in the hills of Wales, it tells the tale of Scarlett, indeed, who, searching for a holiday home in Wales, falls in love with the place. Why, who wouldn't? And decides to stay, much to the confusion and concern from her mother, Bet, and daughter, Lydia. On her arrival at the Welsh countryside, Scarlett is met by Ira, who is rather unwelcoming, to say the least, and her kind-hearted Billy, who can't seem to do enough to make her stay as comfortable as possible. It's a five-hander, all-female cast, and all 5 members of the cast portray their characters with such accuracy. It's beautifully written, giving that fine juxtaposition between country folk and city folk. And I caught the show, as I say, on Tuesday night, and I grabbed a word with actress Lynn Hunter.
In 2 places. We're doing it in Hampstead in London, and we're doing it here. And we've done it in Hampstead, we did a month there. And what's really interesting, because of the nature of the piece, is about a woman who gets fed up in London, you know, middle-age, midlife crisis, decides to come to Wales and buy a holiday cottage. And the interesting thing is, when we were at Hampstead, we were aware that, you know, quite a large proportion of the audience were second homeowners. They had holiday cottages. And it was and now coming here, I suspect that's not the case. No. Do you know what I mean? That now here are the people living in villages here whose children actually can't afford to buy a house in the villages because the people from Hampstead are buying them, you know. Yeah. So it's really interesting for us to see the different reaction and the different way it's getting, the piece is getting perceived.
But do you find that literally? I mean, from reactions from the audience?
Yeah, it's very different. It's really interesting and very different. And the other big plus for us, of course, and this was the same in Hampstead, was that it's 5 women, and that's really rare. Yeah. You know, to get the majority of plays that are done are predominantly men. Yeah. Yeah. So you may have 4 men, 2 women. Yes. That's usual, you know.
Well, I said that to my daughter. When we sat down and looked at your programme and said, this is going to be interesting.
You really rarely get a play with. Yeah. I mean, I've been doing it 40-odd years. And I've only done 2 all-female plays. Yeah. This one, which is genuinely written as an all-female play, and an all-female version of Richard III, which was purposely done as an all-female version of Shakespeare.
Oh, right.
So, but you don't get it. You just don't get it.
So it's all like the production team as well. They all
director's female. A woman, the writer's a woman, the stage manager's a woman, the designer's a woman.
Was that intentional?
I don't know. Well, we did get the lighting man is a man. And the sound man was a man.
Right.
So they managed to squeeze in.
You need a sound man.
But only just.
So what happens after here? Are you moving on elsewhere?
No, we finish here. Because we started in Hampstead, we did a month there, and we've got 3 weeks here, so this is the beginning of our second week.
Yeah.
So we've got the whole of this week and the whole of next week. So we hope people will, come.
Yeah.
And then we finish. So what happens after that, I don't know. It depends on the writer, I guess.
It'll be a sad one to part from, I think.
It will, actually. It will, because we have such a good time.
Yeah.
We've gelled so well, the 5 women.
Real strong, really, really good performances from everybody.
Yeah.
There's no kind of weak link. And sometimes there can be. But in this, every single person.
And what's staggering, actually, is Gabby, who plays the 14-year-old, is in her final year of drama college.
Yes, I noticed that.
This is her first job.
Yeah.
And she's phenomenal.
So she had to leave college to come and do this?
Yeah.
Right, so she can't go back after that?
Not really. I mean, they released her and said, you can come back if you want, but why would you?
I know. Once you've tasted blood.
And they came, to be fair, they came and assessed this performance as part of her degree.
Oh, right.
So
it's terrific, though.
Yeah.
Really,
very good, I think.
Really nice as well.
Yeah.
And the other young girl, what's her name? Beth Ann. She
brilliant.
Unbelievable.
Yeah,
really
she's
good.
just done a year at the RSC. She's slightly older than Gabby.
Yeah.
Gabby's 22, by the way. She's not 14.
No. It's a bit like Junkyard.
But she's very convincing as a 14-year-old, I think.
Yeah.
And Beth is about 27, I think, so she's a little older. But they're both phenomenal
Unbelievable, actually.
For young.
Yeah, you couldn't take your eyes off them.
Yeah,
they're but every single person, it was just like, you didn't know what was going to happen
next.
It's
a great cast, I think. It's really well cast. All those characters come to life, I think.
Yeah. Oh, no, beautiful. I enjoyed every minute of it.
Oh, brilliant.
Thanks ever so much.
Thanks for coming.
Thanks ever so much. Thanks for
Spread
speaking
the
to us.
word.
Will do.
Spread the
Don't you
word.
worry about that.
So there you go, that is Lynn Hunter, who is playing Ira up at Theatre Clwyd at the moment in this play, Scarlett. And that's running until the 15th of April. A few more other things to tell you about that are coming up to Theatre Clwyd in the next month or so. Paul McGann is coming up with this fantastic play, Gabriel. That is running from the 18th until the 22nd. It's only going to be there for a week. Grab your tickets if you can. A family held in Nazi-occupied Guernsey in 1943. And Paul McGann has already opened to rave reviews across the country. And also, as well, Theatre Clwyd Company will have The Importance of Being Earnest, the Oscar Wilde classic. Can't wait for that. And also, this brand new work in progress. It's called My Country, a work in progress. And Theatre Clwyd have given us 3 reasons why we need to see this, right? First off, it is by the National Theatre of Great Britain and is directed by their artistic director, Rufus Norris. Reason number 2, it features Christian Patterson, who is a Theatre Clwyd favourite. Last seen in Insignificance in the autumn of 2016, playing Senator McCarthy. If you didn't see that, you seriously missed out. And reason number 3, it's all about Brexit. Now that sounds a bit dull to me, but judging by some of the audience's reactions, here's another one I can't wait to see.
Wasn't what I expected, so for it to be that funny was a bit of a shock to me.
It was absolutely brilliant. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
I had a bit of trepidation going in, being like, oh, here we go, Brexit play. Just blew me away.
It was a lot funnier than I thought it was going to be.
I didn't expect there to be so much of a celebration of what people have in common rather than what's different about all different regions and different countries, so I really enjoyed that.
It was a lot funnier and a lot sweeter and a lot sadder than I expected it to be.
Yeah, I think it did a pretty good job of covering many voices.
Just the detail on those hundreds of voices was exceptional.
I think poignant's probably the word.
Funny.
Powerful.
Remarkable.
British.
Pretty amazing.
So that's what the audiences are saying about this thing, My Country, about to open at Theatre Clwyd. So here we are then. We have got 5 things for you to go and see. Junkyard Scarlett, The Importance of Being Earnest, My Country, and next week this piece featuring Paul McGann called Gabriel. That runs from the 18th to the 22nd of April. If you'd like to get tickets for any of those productions, the box office number is 01352 701 521. That's 01352 701 521. As I say, support your local theatre, ladies and gentlemen. It will not be there forever if you don't.